Hello, and you're listening to WRCU FM Hamilton, 90.1 Colgate University Radio. For more than 6 decades, Colgate students have owned the airwaves on the radio frequency 90.1 FM. A campus fixture since 1951, WRCU has had major technological improvements and has grown to be the largest student organization on campus. This fall, listeners can tune in to hear show hosts spinning the latest indie albums, talking about sports headlines, cracking jokes during a comedy hour, and can call in to a medical talk show. Today, the station is primarily focused on indie music and specialty shows. But why and how did these genres gain popularity at WRCU?
So I assume that a college radio station at a college like this, where the arts are present but not the overwhelming focus of the school, the taste of that station kind of just reflects what is most fashionable at the time. So what you get now is this interest in EDM and this interest in this really triumphant folk. So and the two of them are both probably the two most popular genres at festivals. So it's this kind of, I don't know, that's what's risen to popularity, and that's what's reflected, I think, in our programming.
Over the years, the station's programming has largely been decided by DJs who keep their finger on the pulse of chart toppers and what students are requesting to hear on air. WRCU has featured programming staples like news and sports as part of its variety programming since the station's beginning, but its music focus has changed over the years. Beginning as an AM station that played primarily jazz music, in 1970, WRCU debuted itself as an FM station, broadening its listenership. It took a poll to gauge what kind of music the student body and the Colgate community wanted to listen to. They found out they wanted to hear hard rock. Popular bands, including the Grateful Dead, had hours devoted to playing their tracks on air. Near the end of the 1970s, WRCU shifted its focus towards progressive rock, and heading into the 80s, it kept this focus. At the beginning of the 1990s, WRCU began to play hip-hop.
The most popular, arguably the best programming in the station in the 90s was hip-hop. We had 7 or 8 years of really great hip-hop DJs who were so good they could freestyle in between playing tracks by famous hip-hop artists.
The fall 2013 programming schedule consists of roughly a third of indie music shows.
WRCU hosts an eclectic range of music. We have everything from EDM to jazz, but I'd say we like to focus in on indie rock and kind of all the modern variations of that. I think in the past couple of years we've seen a big rise in EDM, but that seems to kind of be on the way out. While at the same time, kind of a folksy indie rock has been on the up and up lately, so I can see that in the next couple of years being really big. But then general just indie rock has been making a huge splash in modern mainstream music, so I feel like for the next couple of years we're definitely going to focus in on that and continue that.
WRCU's music focus may constantly be changing and developing based on what is popular, but its unique specialty programming that includes sports, news, jazz, and world music is constant. WRCU historically has and continues to provide Colgate students with the opportunity to express themselves and be the voice of their campus. Thanks for tuning in.